Hello. In this session, we are going to talk about structure questions. In an English module, you will see at least one question or sometimes two questions that ask about structure of the text. These questions ask about organization of the entire text. So you have to make sure you read the entire text, understand the main idea of it, and then try to identify in how many parts you can divide the text. Most of the times, the text can be divided into two parts or sometimes three parts. And your responsibility is to understand relationship between those parts. And whatever relationship you identify, the right answer should match with that. On the other side, we are going to see a question that's talking about structure. Okay, here is our structure question. The question says, which choice best describes the overall structure of the text? Remember, as we discussed earlier, when you're talking about structure, you need to see how the entire text has been organized. So the text says the following text is adapted from Gwendolyn Bennett's 1926 poem, Street Lamps in Early Springs. The text says, Night wears a garment all velvet soft, all violet blue, and over her face she draws a veil as shimmering fine as floating dew. And here and there, in the black of her hair, the subtle hands of night move slowly with their gem-starred light. So in this text, we can clearly see that the text is describing night. Now, another important thing you need to take care of or identify is here what we're saying that night wears a garment. Okay, and we are also referring night as her face. So here we straight have a clear metaphor. We are referring night as a person. And the next few lines also, and here and there in the black of her hair. So in this case, what we see, we are describing a night and we are talking about how the night is progressing, but we are describing it from a human's perspective. It means we are referring to night as a human being. So let's start working on the answer choices. The first option says, it presents alternating descriptions of night in a rural area and in a city. So I can straight away cross out option A because there is no reference of night in terms of rural areas and city. So option A has been clearly crossed out. Option B says it sketches an image of nightfall, then an image of sunrise. Okay, now this looks close. We'll hold on to it for a moment and look at option C. It makes an extended comparison of night to a human being. So this one, again, very close compared to B also. This is very close because in the text, we are comparing night. As I said, it's a metaphor. Comparison is nothing but, metaphor is nothing but a comparison here. So yes, we are talking about night as a human being. So we'll hold on to C. Option D says it portrays how night changes from one season of the year to the next. So option D we can cross out because there is no reference to any seasons in the text. So we have options A and D clear out. Between B and C, if you go back to B, it says it sketches an image of nightfall, then an image of sunrise. Now, in the second part, we are again referring to the night because it says, and here and there in the black of her hair, the subtle hands of night. Here also we are referring to night. So we don't have any image of sunrise here. So option B also we can cross out. And what are we left with is option C. It makes an extended comparison of night to a human being. So option C is our right answer. Remember, structure questions are always supported by the text. You may not see direct reference in the passage because you need to know how the text is structured. So do not worry about finding something that is straight away mentioned in the passage. As long as the right answer is supported by the text, you can go ahead with it. Whereas wrong answers, you will have clear reasons to eliminate them. So this is the way you can deal with the structure questions.